Hello, fellow procrastinators. If you're watching this, chances are you haven't filed or paid your taxes yet. And you're probably wondering, when and how to pay your taxes without getting into trouble with the IRS. Well, don't worry, I'm here to help you out with some tips and tricks that will make your tax season less stressful and more fun. Yes, I said fun. First of all, let's talk about the deadline. The deadline for paying personal income taxes for the 2022 tax year to the IRS is April 18, 2023. That's right, you get an extra day this year because April 15th falls on a Saturday. But don't get too excited, because that extra day won't make much of a difference if you don't act soon. Even if you apply for an extension to file your return, you'll need to pay an estimate of the amount you owe in taxes by the April deadline. Otherwise, you'll face penalties and interest that will add up quickly. Trust me, you don't want to mess with the IRS. They have ways of making you pay. So how do you pay your taxes? Well, there are several options to choose from. You can e-file online, pay on the IRS website, or mail in a check. Let's go over each one and see which one suits you best. E-filing online is the easiest and fastest way to file and pay your taxes. You can use a software program or a website that will guide you through the process and calculate your taxes for you. You can also get your refund faster if you choose direct deposit. The downside is that some e-filing services may charge you a fee or require you to buy their software. Paying on the IRS website is another convenient option. You can use your bank account, debit card, or credit card to make a payment. You can also schedule payments in advance or set up a payment plan if you can't pay in full. The downside is that you may have to pay a processing fee or interest if you use a credit card. Mailing in a check is the old-fashioned way to pay your taxes. You can print out your tax forms from the IRS website or get them from a local library or post office. You'll need to fill them out by hand and attach a check or money order made out to the U.S. Treasury. You'll also need to write your Social Security number, tax year, and form number on the check or money order. The downside is that it may take longer for the IRS to receive and process your payment. Now that you know how to pay your taxes, let's talk about what to do if you can't pay by the due date. Don't panic. There are some options available to help you out. One option is to request an extension of time to pay. You can do this by filing Form 4868 online or by mail before the deadline. This will give you an extra 6 months to file your return and pay your taxes without penalties. However, you'll still have to pay interest on any unpaid balance. Another option is to apply for an installment agreement. You can do this by filing Form 9465 online or by mail after the deadline. This will allow you to pay your taxes in monthly installments over a period of up to 6 years. You'll have to pay a setup fee and interest on your balance, but it will be lower than the penalty for late payment. A third option is to request an offer in compromise. This is a settlement with the IRS that allows you to pay less than what you owe. You can do this by filing Form 656 online or by mail after the deadline. You'll have to provide detailed information about your income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. The IRS will review your offer and decide whether to accept it or not. If they accept it, you'll have to pay the agreed amount within a specified time frame. As you can see, paying your taxes doesn't have to be a nightmare. With some planning and preparation, you can avoid penalties and interest and save yourself some money and hassle. And who knows? Maybe next year you'll be one of those people who file their taxes early and get their refund before everyone else. I hope this video was helpful and funny for you. If you liked it, please share it with your friends and family who may also need some tax advice. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Happy tax season! Party Popper!